Oh, good evening. This is another episode of Garage Sale Safari, and I'm going to first talk about another item I got this weekend. It's a Cowichan sweater. They call them Cowichan sweaters. They're made by the Cowichan Indians in Canada. They're all hand woven. They were making them in the 40s, 50s. They still make them today. I do not know when they started making them, but I know they go back at least as far as the 40s. This one, as you can see, is in really nice condition, very tight weave. You can usually, they tell the Cowichan ones, they have these little pockets down here. They also have the zipper, you know, their zip front. And this one probably is from the late 50s, early 60s. Really great condition. It is my size, so I'm probably going to keep it. But these are super popular right now. Any of the old vintage sweaters with like a tribal motif, anything like that, super valuable and super popular right now. I sold one last year with a lot of damage. Even the zipper was broken, and it wasn't one of these. It was just a Pendleton one that was like the one Lebowski wears in The Big Lebowski. And even in that condition, it went for over $100, and in great condition, it would have been 2 or 3. So I'm going to say this one would be at least $200 online. We may throw it on there just for the heck of it, because although it's very cool, I have a lot of them because I think they're very cool, and it's not as cool as a lot of the ones I have. So I may not keep it, but I'm damn tempted. And then I thought I'd show a couple other ones. These are ones that I have had for a while and am keeping. I love any of the ones with the eagle motifs. As you can see, this one's got eagles going all over it. It's part of our ceremonial altar is eagles and thunderbeings, so I love anything with eagles on it. And this one is another nice one. I got that one there for $3 at a garage sale. I got this one for $3 at a garage sale. I can't imagine getting any less than $250 for this one, but as I say, it'll be winter in a few months, and I'm keeping it for me. And I have another one that I cannot find right now that's skiers. You often saw skiers or bowlers, horses, different things like that on them. This is another Eagles one. As I say, I've got another one in blue that's got from the 50s with people skiing downhill. This one is another Eagles, obviously. And again, with this sort of motif, you're looking at, I can't say any less than $200 on this one too, but again, I'm keeping it for me because you have to have more than one sweater. The next piece is really cool and pretty darn rare. You know, a lot of people, I was talking to a friend of mine that's a dealer and has been a dealer for a long time, and he didn't even know that Mexican pottery has become very popular, the old vintage Mexican pottery. Not all vintage Mexican pottery, but the right stuff. And this is one of the right ones. This is done by the, I can't remember the name of the family down there, Lucano family, and they're down they were in Jalisco, Mexico area, that state. They still are. They're still at the exact same address. This is a really old one, probably the 30s, and it's by the original starter of that family's pottery. It has the name and address on the bottom. As you can see, it's got the address, the state, everything where it was made, the street address. That's how I know it's their family's pottery. There are other groups that copied it, but these guys were the ones that originated this cross-hatching on it. I believe it's called petitilla. It's supposed to look like wheat, I believe. And you can see this has just got amazing artwork all the way around. And this piece is really rare. I've never seen a coffee pot or teapot. You see a lot of chargers and a lot of plates, some bowls, things like that, but I've never seen one of these. And it's in fantastic condition. I've sold a charger that was about probably 14 or 15 inches wide, same style, for $800. And it had a chip in it, a good size chip, just because they're so collectible and so good looking. This one went for $800. I'm going to say this piece has got to go for at least a couple hundred on eBay. Really, probably more, but I'll say that just to be conservative and safe. And I paid $8. And as I said, most people do not know this stuff is now collectible. The friend I talked to today is a very knowledgeable dealer, like incredibly knowledgeable. I put him on the same level as my own amount of knowledge, and we were probably the two most knowledgeable in our area, and he didn't even know this stuff is good. And I'm going to go get pumpkin. Okay, the last piece is going to be one of Pumpkin's picks, and as you can see, it is a pendant. I hope you can see it's a pendant. Again, it's also one of Pumpkin's tips. You really want to bring at least some very high-powered glasses. A jeweler's loop is really nice to bring around to sales and all, because there's writing on these pieces, and if you can't read it, you don't know what they say. I was able to read that this said 14 karat when I saw it. It was in a dollar pile. It has a very nice diamond in it also that looks to be at least a carat. And this piece was $1. And I don't know what it's going to go for offhand. We're going to have to go ahead and get a jeweler to look at the diamond itself. But it's a good piece and definitely worth at least a few $100s, if not a lot more. And it was $1, and so that is why I say definitely bring some glasses or some a loop, something like that, a magnifying glass, small one, anything, because people don't ever look and they don't ever read. And these things are always just marked, and really anybody could look at it and see it, but nobody bothers. So anyhow, that's Pumpkin's pick of the day, and have a great afternoon.